I got over 1 million views, not one sale.
At the same time,
I have the dream job. I get to go to work in my pajamas all day.
people can clone your voice now, isn't it? With AI stuff.
Going viral means nothing. We are workaholics, so we will literally work until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
You cannot build a business or a brand if you do not put a face to it. Hi guys, welcome to Flowcast Studio. My name is Compton, and in today's episode, I've got a very special guest with me, the lovely Gemma.
I have a YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel is Bedtime Stories for Kids.
Hence the outfit.
Hence the outfit, yeah. I have the dream job. I get to go to work in my pajamas all day.
Amazing, amazing. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. And, you know, I know you guys do the YouTube now, but yourself and your husband, Mark, you guys were doing something completely different before.
Yeah, well, I've always done different things. I like to jump about and test myself in different areas. So I started as a dancer, so I specialise in physical theatre. And then so I went to teach. I was a dance teacher for 3 years in secondary school. That definitely was a challenge. It was incredible. But it definitely challenges in ways that you don't realise. So that was kind of like my first introduction with children as well, because I used to do lots in primary schools as well and in the community. So that was great. And then I went down to London, set my own dance company up down there, and then decided I didn't want to do dance anymore. So then I went down the modelling route and done all sorts of TV programmes, like supporting artist things. Been in things, Coronation Street, Peaky Blinders, things like that. So then I went into Twitch streaming, so I was a gamer.
You've early Twitch adopter.
For 5 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I streamed full-time 5 years on there. And that just brought me into YouTube, really.
It's basically YouTube, but just a different format, isn't it?
It
and
is.
In terms of like the two creative minds coming together.
For probably a year, both of us full-time on Bedtime Story Co. Because he is a graphic designer. He has worked for huge brands like Hugo Boss, JD Sports. He is beyond talented. So I felt so incredibly gifted that he worked with me for so long to get us where we are now.
Yeah.
But now he's blown the nest.
Yeah. How did you get into doing Bedtime Story?
Well, I have a 4-year-old. So at the time when he was younger, we were looking for some relaxing content on YouTube, and we just couldn't find any that fit our bill that we wanted to show our child. So we decided to create it. So we created one video and the numbers started going and going. So we thought, oh, okay, well, there's something in this.
Yeah.
So we carried on and we carried on. And then suddenly we now have 13 books on Amazon. We have an app. We now have a what we call a village, which is a school community, which we've just recently launched.
Wow, congrats.
And it's actually fantastic for children and the safety for children, but we can't have comments on
your
our
videos
because it's made for kids.
Oh.
So it's very lonely because we don't get to speak to many parents.
So you don't get the feedback from the parents. The kids are usually the ones watching the video. That's actually quite a good thing in a way, isn't it?
Oh, it's perfect.
But
it
it's
really does
bad
help
for
children.
if you want to get feedback on how the videos are doing.
Exactly.
So how do you go about getting that feedback then?
Thankfully, we do get a lot of emails.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of people visiting our website and using the chat on there, because the chat comes straight through to us.
Yeah.
So you always get to speak to me on there. And also social media as well. We do get a few followers and we get a few messages. So it's been nice. It's spread out, and I just feel like this community will really help other parents talk to each other, because bedtimes are really tough. Sometimes at night it's nice just for a community and you can just go in this group and go, it was a nightmare, you know, and oh, that happened and that happened, but also just to share little wins as well with everybody.
Yeah, because we all go through as parents, like, you know, I've got a 9-year-old going on 10 now. We all have different way of parenting our kids and also different bedtime routine. So it's good to hear what everyone else is doing and how they're coping. When did you first see success from the channel?
Goodnight Ocean. The reason why we knew it was really working, obviously, was the numbers, but it was because there was Goodnight Oceans popping up left, right and centre. But it's not just copycats either. People literally ripped off the whole video. My voice I was getting emails asking where I got my voice from
Mm.
because of this new AI stuff. So my response there is my mum.
Crazy that someone
Yeah.
actually genuinely emailed you and asked you where you got
Yeah.
your voice from. Obviously, people can clone your voice now, isn't
They
it? With
can.
AI stuff,
That's what I'm
that's
keeping
a rare.
my eye out for, to
Yeah,
be
like,
honest.
but how do you stop that? How do you like?
Well,
Is there any way of tracking that?
not with a voice, but we've taken down a lot of videos that have been mine.
Mine,
Like it was getting to the point of every week we were having
you can
videos. My videos were
videos,
being repurposed.
purpose.
Yeah.
So they just basically go onto your YouTube channel, download the whole thing, and
Yeah.
re-upload it
Yep.
onto their channel. Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes they just rip my voice and they would do their own images and things.
But it's so difficult, YouTube, especially when you now found success and you've built something from scratch,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden someone's trying to rip that off. Disheartening, isn't it? Because it's like, why don't you just go do your own thing? Find your own thing that would work for you. You've tried things and it's not quite worked out, but you've pivoted and gone back to what you do and what you know.
Yeah, that's right. So a lot of YouTube is about testing things.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when you get to the point where you've got numbers like mine, the tests are a little bit more painful.
Yeah.
More people need to know
Yes.
about shorts
Yeah.
and long form. They are two different things,
Yeah.
but they've put them together. And I tested out putting shorts on. So every time I was putting a video on Instagram and TikTok, I was also putting it on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
And it absolutely sank my revenue.
Revenue. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason why is because you've got two completely different audiences.
Yeah.
You've got an audience for shorts and you've got an audience for long form. And it was pushing a load of short form people to me.
Yeah.
But I'm long form, so it was killing
And they
it.
weren't sticking around either. Like they'll watch a short and then they just bounce.
Exactly. And now for kids channels, you can't link back to another video.
Oh,
So
see,
it's
there's
even more
something else
painful.
that I've learned.
When I first made blankets, because we've branched out and made blankets as well, toddler blankets.
Yes.
Way bigger than normal baby blankets. And because my son likes to, he likes soft things and labels.
It's like a sensory style.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've put a label in every corner because what was happening at night is we were trying to find the label in the corner.
Oh, you were going like that.
You've got like 10 seconds until it blows up, at the bedtime. So anyway, so we made these blankets, we designed them and made them ourselves. So I'm so excited. This is one of the best things I've ever done. I love these blankets so much. We got samples sent over of the labels, and because it was the labels that I was bothered about. The rest of the material I wasn't bothered because we all know what a minky fabric feels like. And we all know what satin feels like. So I didn't need to get the whole blanket. I just got the labels because that's the key ingredient.
Yes.
So I got these blankets. I had all these 9 huge boxes arrive, and I thought, oh, I'll put this on TikTok because stuff like that normally does quite well.
Yeah.
So I put them all on TikTok. I got over 1 million views and probably over 1 million hate comments.
At the same time.
The worst comments I've probably ever read of just people who aren't brave enough to go out there
And do it
take a
themselves.
risk. So they just want to make you feel bad for being brave.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. We were brave to do it. Yeah. And not a lot of people will just go and get 300 blankets.
Your time, money, and energy.
So I had to, for my own mental health, had to delete the video. Oh, well, I hid the video because it was really painful. Like I was scared to go on my phone because I was scared to hear what people were saying and what people thought.
Oh my God.
Anyway, after a while, I put it back on again.
In terms of like trends and stuff, do you guys follow trends or do you just do your own thing and then let the rest figure itself out?
I think following trends, going viral is very short win. So, for example, this blanket video was over 1 million views. I got probably about 3 sales from that.
Out of
from 1 million views. I've done videos on TikTok on another account because I used to do TikTok shop, and I've got tons and tons of views on videos. They've gone massively viral. Not one sale because people just want to be negative. When you go viral, it's viral because it's negative. No one's ever going, hey, here's a million positive views and a
Yeah.
million positive comments. You just don't see it.
No.
So going viral means nothing,
No.
really.
Yeah. If it's not converting into actual sales, especially as a
Exactly.
business, if you're doing it or trying to do a business,
Yeah.
or you're running a business, when did you start going on camera versus just doing the videos where you were like doing the voiceover stuff?
Yeah, so what happened with YouTube is when we first started, we got demonetized because we were saying it was inauthentic
Okay.
because it, was there a human behind it? So what we had to do is we had to appeal by doing a video, and also had to put me in the profile picture. I had to be in the videos, and now I'm in the header and stuff as well. And now I'm planning on doing a lot more stuff that's me, but I never wanted to be the face of it.
Yeah. You almost inadvertently became the face of it.
Yeah, to stay alive and for the channel to exist.
And how are you finding it so far?
Oh, I love it now.
Yeah, it's important, right?
It is now, and I'm so glad because in this world of AI now, I'm bringing the human touch, and that is just what we need now more than anything.
Authenticity is golden. It's like treasure now. And talking about that personal branding side of things, which is something I work with a lot of people to try and develop, but they have that issue of they do not want to be on camera. And I'm like, you cannot build a business or a brand if you do not put a face to it, because people buy off people.
Yeah.
People invest in people.
They do.
They're not going to invest in your business if they don't know who they're buying off and if they can trust you. Great that you now taking initiatives to say, you know what, I'm going to go on camera. I'm going to show that there is a real human behind it. What's the ultimate goal with the YouTube stuff? And obviously, you've already done a few businesses via YouTube stuff with the books, by the way.
Yeah.
Here's one. You can see one behind here. I'm going to link the rest in the description, so make sure you go check them out as well. So pick a copy up. Tell Gemma I sent you. But yeah, what's the goal? What's the long-term goal with everything?
The goal is just to help more parents get their child to sleep at night, so they can have some time to themselves, and also so the children can get the development, the mental development that they need.
But you guys are parents as well, so you're also going through a lot of the things that you are actually sharing with parents and talking about. How do you guys balance family life and the work?
So my mum has helped a lot.
Yeah.
So she comes down once a month to, if we've got any events that we need to go to, she will look after him. But apart from that, we don't have any other help.
Yeah.
So it's been really difficult. We are workaholics. So we will literally work until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then our son is in at 6:30. But recently I've stopped that. Mark still does it because he's just launched his business.
Yeah.
So it's important that he's, does it at the moment. But I've had to stop. So I stop at about 9 now.
Okay.
I try and stop
You kind of
at
like
9.
set that.
I set myself a goal to try and stop at 9, 9:30. Son comes home from preschool. We spend all the time with him, and then he goes to bed at 7. And then from 7 we then work again. So we've worked all day.
Yeah.
Son comes home, have our
Do
tea
for a
together,
bit,
and then we work again. And then so I've now stopped because it was actually causing a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So I had a blood test and I've got high cortisol, but I don't know why, because I shouldn't have high cortisol. And I think one of the reasons is because I'm working so hard and I'm not sleeping enough.
I'm probably in the same boat.
So, but you really have to not, like, it's so difficult to get out of that routine of working and being so addicted to just the hustle,
Crazy you say it, because people who don't have their own business and run their own business and do their own stuff would never understand it. Because the first thing they say is like, you need to sleep, you need to go to bed. I'm like, try running your own business.
Yeah.
You will see how difficult it is, especially when you're in that growth phase, you're building. What would be your top advice to parents now who are struggling to get their kids to sleep at night, struggling just to do bedtime routine or get a bedtime routine in place? What would be your top advice for them?
Consistency, routine. So when children have a routine, they feel safe, and that's your job, to make your children feel safe.
Yeah.
So it's to, turn down the lights, try an hour before bedtime, turn down the lights, read books, do some colouring in, do some different activities that's not sitting on the iPad.
Or
And
watching
if they
telly.
have to sit on the iPad, watch the right things,
Yeah.
like Bedtime Story Co.
Yeah.
You know, Goodnight Ocean. It's a lovely, lovely story,
Yeah.
and it's so relaxing, and the music, and even if you just put it on in the background
Yeah.
while you're doing other activities,
So that they
it's
can hear it.
it's having that kind of relaxing vibe, and it's letting those, because children can't read the time. And you know, I remember being a child, and I remember my mum going, right, it's bedtime now, and I'm like, what? Oh, really? But that's because my mum didn't know how to do a bedtime routine.
No.
It was just, it's bedtime now, go on, get upstairs. And
Yeah.
it's like, ah. So, and this is the thing, it's like you're allowing that child to understand that it's now time to wind down.
Yeah.
So, and also food is quite important as well. So children can have, like, you know, if they can have nuts, then peanut butter on toast is always a good one,
Oh.
because it helps. It's got carbohydrates, and the nuts also help as well. And porridge with some,
Okay.
you know, almond butter, and those type of things really help. And a banana at least can help as well. There are lots of different foods that actually promote sleep too as well.
Yeah.
So it's having that little snack, do a bit of colouring in, turn down the lights, listen to a bit of music, and then go and read some books.
Within your community, is there any parents that give me feedback, say my child is potentially autistic or has ADHD? Have you had any experience with kids that do that?
Most of the time, when we get emails, it's from parents of neurodivergent children, because those are the ones that need the help. So yeah, we do. We get a lot, mostly, yeah.
And what sort of advice have you given or shared, and what are feedbacks from those have you got?
It's the videos,
Yeah.
the video, and we get a lot of videos of the children from the parents or the grandparents of them actually falling asleep.
Oh.
So that is really helping. They do say you should stop watching screens an hour before
Yeah.
bedtime. But if you can't and you have to, then you watch something like Bedtime
Bedtime
Story
Story.
Co, because that will help and it will relax the
see.
children. And it's okay to do it that way.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's okay to do it anyway,
Yeah.
as long as they get their rest,
Yeah.
because it's so important, even just for you and for their development as well.
And if there's any questions you guys have, put it in the comments. We'll get Gemma to answer them for you. And remember to check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Bedtime Story Co.
And where else we can find the books on?
Yeah, and books are all on Amazon.
Thank you for coming and having this chat with us. And we will see you soon.